Welcome to the ThunderCast, your martial athletics podcast produced by the fans, for the fans, with your hosts, Russ Livingood and Jed Horton. We're bringing you the thundering word on the thundering herd each and every week, so keep it right here because the ThunderCast is on the loose. Welcome back to another episode of the ThunderCast. You can already tell this is different looking than what we usually have because I'm by myself. And if you can't tell, these are always awkward to do. They're always difficult. I never look forward to them, but our content still has to get out. Scheduling issues made it to where I'm going to be the only one today. So it's going to be a real quick episode. We want to definitely remind everyone to give us a like or a follow on all of our social medias, and also subscribe, like, do all that stuff. If it's on YouTube, if it's on Spotify, if it's on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you may be listening to us. And let's go ahead too and get a quick word from our sponsors at Leasure Oliver PLLC. If you've been hurt in a wreck, call the law firm of Leasure Oliver PLLC. Find them at 304carwreck.com. All right, so this show, like I said, is going to be quick. We're going to get through this real quick. I'm hoping 15 minutes total here. We're going to get going with our 5 things, and this week we actually have 6, and that would not be possible without Ignite.link. And now, here are at least 5 things every herd fan needs to know this week. As always, brought to you by Ignite.link, the Tri-State's premier IT management team. All right, so number 1, Aaron Blair is back at Marshall, and he's going to be the new pitching coach for baseball. We just lost our pitching coach to Louisiana in conference. Louisiana lost theirs to Southern Miss in conference. So what did we do? We talked about this last week. Hopefully we could get someone in here to make a difference and continue this upward trajectory. Well, we brought home herd baseball legend Aaron Blair. He had 16 starts in the majors, so you know that he's worked his way up through the minors and made it to the majors. So he's got all of that history there with him. As far as just what a pitcher needs to do to get to that next level. So I think this is just a home run hire. It's always great when you can bring someone that has made it to the top of their profession back to their college and get them in an educational role. And I think that this is just really, really cool. Aaron Blair is the highest, I believe it's still this way, highest draft pick ever for Marshall. He was 36th overall. That was in, I want to say 2014, maybe. But he was a compensatory draft pick between the first and second round. So not exactly first round. Maybe they tack that on and call it a first round instead of a second, but it was before the second round started. 36th overall. Just a tremendous college career that he had, and then getting drafted that high. Really excited to see him back. Number 2, Toby Payne is a 2025 All-State AFCA Good Works Team nominee, and that is about doing stuff not just on the field and in the classroom. That's about all the things that you do in your community. And for the past couple of years, at least 2, maybe 3 years, they have partnered with the Werfel Trophy Watch List, which gives out an award for community works and things like that. And if you are a nominee for this AFCAA Good Works team, then that also puts you on the watch list for the Werfel Trophy. So just tremendous accolades here for Toby going into this season. We've talked a lot about how we're glad he's back. He is the top producer on the offensive side that's back. Hardly anyone else had any production whatsoever. He's a local kid. It's just not much else you can say great about Toby Payne. But this showing that he does things representing Marshall out in the community, it's just really, really cool. Number 3, softball's Little Sis and Little Bro programs registration now open, and that will be open through August the 11th or until all the slots are full. It's for the Little Sis, it's K through 6 females. For the Little Bro, K through 6 males. And what that is kind of like a little bit more than a pen pal, but someone on the softball team a player will take you under their wing, and just communicate with you throughout the season and the year. I think this is just one of those great things that we do as a team. We recently had the story where Riley Lucas was one of those little sisses and then came up to play at Marshall and then got to be a big sis to someone else. And Morgan Zirkle has been that big sis and, is now the coach. It's just a very cool program. And those are open right now. You can get that on Herd Zone. If you have trouble doing the registration, maybe the slots are full. But if you want to double check, you can always call the ticket office, call the Big Green office, try to get put in touch with the softball team to see about registering your kid. All right, number 4, women's golf. I get to use this word that my co-hosts always use. Women's golf places 5th nationally with a 3.938 GPA for all of Division 1. Not anything like in football where there's Division 1 FBS level, there's Division 1 FCS level. This is every single Division 1 tennis team in the country, and they are 5th nationally. 3.938 GPA. And we've joked all the time, that's a who got the B situation. Everyone got straight A's except for one person got 1 B. That gets them named as a WGCA all-scholar team. No joke. 5th overall in the country out of that many teams. I imagine the last time we looked, I think it was around 300. It may be a little north of that, maybe a little south of that, but you can imagine how many countries how many universities and colleges in the country at the D1 level have women's tennis. Very popular female sport in college, and they are 5th amongst those. And I don't have anybody here to ask the question and have them bounce the buzzword back to me, so I'll just say it. Yes, this is a differentiator. And any of our player parents that are watching or listening, they're going to love to hear this. Any of our fans that care about the university as a whole and not just how did we do in X sport, in wins and losses, they're going to care about this. The number one reason these athletes are here is still to get an education at Marshall University. They are representing our school at a very, very high level to come in 5th nationally in all of D1. And maybe that plays a little part in something we're going to talk about in Around the Herd. Don't want to spoil it just now, but huge news when it comes to women's tennis there. Number 5, some of you that are watching and listening may recognize this name. Will Smith returns as the general manager of Thundering Herd Sports Properties. That is Learfield, the advertising arm where they take care of all the advertisement all around Marshall on the scoreboard for the different programs that, inside the programs at football, basketball, things like that. But commercials that run on ESPN Plus during the games, a little bit of everything, using our logos. They put those out there and get money revenue back. So that is one way that it helps. They are in charge of the deck on the shoey that is going to debut this season. Huge. Will was here up until 2022. He's a graduate of Spring Valley. So he's a Marshall grad. He's from the area. He was the general manager here before, and he's been away for 2.5, 3 years. Now he's back going to do it again. And like we just said about bringing Aaron Blair back, we're bringing a local kid back that gets Marshall, loves the area, loves everything about this, has done this job before. So that's just really cool that he's back. And we look forward to not only working with him personally, but to see where he can take uh, Thundering Herd Sports Properties now. And finally, this one I need to read a couple of things off, but men's soccer season tickets are on sale. So, what does that mean? I'll read these off. This is on Herd Zone's ticket page. The main grandstand is completely sold out for the 2025 season. Section 100, which is $100 for the season, is reserved, same section, row and seat for every game, that is available for sale. This will be a temporary bleacher that is brought in and placed in the southeast corner of the stadium. This section will not be connected to the current grandstand. Seats 1 and 28 are not aisle seats in that section. Seats 11 and 12 are the only aisle seats in this section. So the aisle runs right up the middle. If you're wanting to get these tickets in that section for $100 that are reserved, you need to know if you're looking for aisle, get 11 and 12, or you can get 10 and 11, whatever on this side, 12 and 13 on that side if you're wanting to get aisle seats. General admission, $85 for the season. Those tickets are still available. General tickets are on a first come, first served basis for the bleachers on the northeast side of Hoops Family Field. So get your tickets, support men's soccer. We just came off of playing in the national championship game, came really close to getting a second star. This team just reloads. That's all we do. Chris Grassy and his team have just put out perennial playoff teams, making a run at that college cup every single year. So these tickets do go quickly, and there is a raucous crowd there. Tailgating has amped up before the games. Get your season tickets. It's $100 reserved, $85 general admission. And with that, I will say that that does it for our 5 things every Herd fan needs to know this week. Plus, we got that bonus extra. And as always, thanks to ignite.link, the Tri-State's premier IT management team. And now, with that, we are going to have Layer 1 Solutions take us around the herd. And now, Layer 1 Solutions, your experts in business connectivity infrastructure, takes you around the herd. All right, so this will be pretty quickly going as well. Volleyball, Addie Stone from Franklin, Tennessee signs, and they had their rosters and numbers revealed. And I'm just going to go over those real quick because we got a lot of new faces and you need to know them. Audrey Gear will be number 1. Addie Stone, number 2. Carice Kerr, number 3. Emma Sayre, number 4. Beatrice Cicciarelli, 5. Ellie Berry, number 7. Morgan Kaba, number 8. Peyton Sass, number 9. Annika Castellanos, number 10. Emma Barnett, number 11. Maya Hunt, number 13. Isabella Nieves, number 14. Logan Henderson, number 15. Murray Riley, number 16. Bella Thompson, number 17. Kinsey Schoenhart, number 18. Izzy Collier, number 20. And Sarah Wadsworth, number 23. Your 2025 volleyball team has been announced. Softball, Evelyn Henson officially signs. This is that infielder, catcher, utility player from Trenton, Ohio we spoke about sometime back in June that we were discussing that. She officially has signed now. Tennis. I talked about this earlier. Huge news. Thalia Smith from Gastonia, North Carolina signs, and she is a 5-star player. At 10 years old, she was ranked number 3 in the nation. She is a top ranked talent. She was going to go, as I understand it, to Army and decided to back out, not going there. Had a connection here at Marshall. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the highest ranked tennis player that we have ever signed. She was a child prodigy, always ranked high. Like I said, third in the nation as a 10-year-old. We got an absolute gem. As I understand it, she is the cream of the crop when you look at all 5 stars. That it's kind of like there's 5 stars and then there's like the top couple of 5 stars. She's in the top couple of 5 stars, and we don't want to put any pressure on her. But coming in here, this looks like an absolute game changer for a team. John Mercer's team made the championship game, the championship set match, whatever. They made the finals in the Sun Belt. And we return a few. We've lost a few, but we've brought in some players. But bringing in her, this could be one of those best players that we've had here, kind of deal. If all is said and done, and she stays the 4 years, this is picking up. I don't want to say what the equivalent is. It'd be silly to say like a Randy Moss or something like that. But when you're looking at how highly she is ranked, I mean, it might as well be. So don't want to jinx it. Don't want to put a lot of pressure on it. But 100%, I believe this has to be the highest recruit that we have ever signed at Marshall for women's tennis. Let's see, track and field. Eric Reynolds from Thompson, Georgia signs. Channy Jefferson transfers from Mount Olive, where she had a very decorated career. I think held a few records over there in the conference. Lauren Sonsky transfers from Iona College. And they also have their class. They announced that it's over on Herd Zone. Don't want to run through all those because they don't have numbers that you can put to the names like they did for volleyball and how we did for women's basketball earlier this season. So if you want to see that, check it out on herdzone.com. Go over to track and field, and Coach Keith Roberts reveals his entire class over there. And finally, men's soccer picks up a big signing, and it's Alvaro Jose Alvarez from Madrid, Spain. We just talked about this when we were talking about tickets. Men's soccer does nothing but reload, and that's what they did here. So, again, get those tickets. We're constantly bringing people in that have played at a very high level internationally, and I just have a feeling that this is yet another piece that Coach Grassi has in another College Cup level team. So again, get those tickets that we talked about. That does it for Around the Herd. Thanks to Layer One for allowing us to do that. Thanks for you watching at home, listening on the road, whatever. The Thundercast appreciates you guys always for tuning in, and we will be back here in a couple of days. We usually record on Wednesday evenings. We'll see if that's still the case this week, but we should have either this episode or the next. We should have a new athletic director that we can talk about after it's been announced. I don't know who it is. I'm not withholding information. I just know that the information is out there that they have done the interviews, and they are down to the final 1, 2, 3 candidates, however many they have narrowed it down to. But expect to see that as early as our next show. And with that, I will say, whether you see us at the Cam, whether you see us at the Joan, or whether you see us struggling through an episode by ourselves, no matter where you see us, we're going to be saying go Herd. It's the Thundercast, and we'll see you this week.